Defense made a motion for a mistrial. Prosecutor was up to some fuckery. Potentially damaging evidence, no basis for it. The judge specifically said, do not ask that question. Do not use that as evidence. She walked right down the path and asked the question. It may be over on Tuesday morning. Batman Bruce Wayne bitch snitch. Gerald Brooks, your constitution does not apply to me because I'm a sovereign citizen, a traveler on the land. I'm the Moorish Empire or whatever, bitch snitch. Because they're so fucking absurd. If you want to be a sovereign citizen, just do yourself a favor first. Go to YouTube here and just get every sovereign citizen that's ever been before. Find me one that won. God dang, you're right. Don't go down this. It's not the path. Don't have time for stupidity. Some clever dick on the internet didn't find the great loophole in all of the world's law. Bitch snitch. God dang, you're right. God dang, you're right. Traveler on the land. Moorish Empire, traveler on the land, bitch snitch, Moorish Empire, God dang, you're right, traveler on the land, bitch snitch. Late evening U.S. people.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everybody, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, however good it feels, however many times you plan on doing it, and why you're doing it in the first place. I don't care as long as you're just doing it right here with me, Legal Vices, right here on my little old channel, Legal Vices. Right out of the gate, we got 213 people, 121 likes. Let's keep it going. We'll hit that up in just another minute. But right now, just want to say, hey, welcome. I'm glad, as I said, everybody is here. We're going to be doing part 2 of the Ohio hearing dealing with John Cook. It's the John Cook time. Today, he's going to be calling George as a witness, and then he's going to be putting on his own case. That should be, what's the word I'm looking for? Entertaining, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Let me turn off my phone here. All right, there we go. All right, so we'll do that today. Today is the Hales Day with John Cook in Ohio. Tomorrow we will be doing the retro trial of Donald Hartung, allegedly involved in an alleged witchcraft ritual murder of his brothers, of his 2 half brothers and his mother. Dun dun dun. But we've done 2 episodes, and so far there's been no witchcraft or ritual murders. Hopefully that'll happen. Join us tomorrow for that. It's been surprisingly well viewed. It's a very interesting case, regardless of whether there's actual any Satan juice going on in there. But we'll have to find out. And Friday, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do yet. But hey, what's up, MG Law? MG Law in the house. MG says the second part of hearing is entertaining. It's Melly Cormier's birthday. Happy birthday! Awesome. That's some awesome sauce you got going on there. All right, the like and subscribe poll today. Like I said, we got 275 people here, 175 likes. I'm just going to go ahead and say more than half of you haven't done your job. Get down there, smash that like button. If you're on replay, do the same thing. Hit that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have, double check to make sure you are. But for those of you here that are live, you get to take our very, very fascinating like and subscribe poll. Yes or no? Take that and we'll see what the results are in about an hour from now. We'll check on as you can tell, These are not serious polls most of the time. It's just to remind you to get down there and hit that like and subscribe button, and hopefully that worked. Bait and switch. It's a clickbait. It's a clickbait poll. All right. Speaking of clickbait, it's time to bait to the click of Aussie Overlord, my brother from an Aussie mother.
Oh, I was going to say something really bad there, but g'day everybody. How are we doing? I'm going to be careful with the mic, and I'm going to keep myself off camera very briefly because I have Funyuns.
Why, you just don't want me to be like jealous? And that's like my ultimate crack food. Funyuns are my ultimate crack food.
Well, part of the reason why I'll keep off camera then.
They have sort of a non-standard version here in Greece. It's not called Funyuns. It's onion rings.
Well, see, these are the export grade Funyuns, and I got like 10 packs for $10. So I'm just like,
well, hopefully they're as good and as addicting as the originals.
Fingers crossed.
Funyuns are the official snack of weed heads, of pod heads in America. It's the official sponsor of marijuana in Utah and the rest of the United States, of Funyuns. See, Flux agrees. ASMR Funyun stream. MG called it. All right, if you're just joining us here on the replay and you don't know what the hell's going on, you're going to want to skip ahead a few minutes while we just do a little chat and get to know you and a welcome back and a hearty fellowship and philosophizing session with the peeps here in chat and Aussie Overlord. So the Funyuns, what do you think of the Funyuns?
Well, I mean, I've done a review of the Funyuns before because this is the because I bought them the first trip around to USA Foods. They're good. They're we have Lay's onion rings here that I think are slightly better because I don't know if it's just because it's the export quality or if it's just that these are extra salty, shall I say?
Oh, good. No, they're supposed to be super salty and super powdery and oniony.
So I wouldn't say that they're powdery. Definitely got the salt content. It's definitely making me thirsty.
That's the point. Drink. Drink.
That's
good. It worked. You're now resistance is useless.
But no, look, it's certainly something that I'm not regretting buying the additional packs. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have bought 10 of them. So
good. Well, good on you. Yeah, I wish I had access to real Funyuns here. Well, I can get them sent from the States through the equivalent of Korea's eBay or Amazon. Not eBay.
Okay.
It's called Coupon. It's basically the Korean Amazon. They can send stuff from the States, but it would sort of maybe be powdery before it got here, and it's probably not worth the shipping and handling.
No, well, I mean, speaking of things from the state, from Coke coming back on me. Speaking of getting things shipped from the States, Stingy's package still has not yet arrived because I got another notification today. Originally, I was wondering what the hell he put in that package because I got a notification saying, well, it's past customs, but we've had to get another government agency involved, which is always reassuring. And it turns out it was the Department of Agriculture because he put some Slim Jims in there. And apparently you can't import pork for some reason, even if it's packaged. No clue why. And now they're saying that he sent me something that requires an import license. So now I'm just worried.
Sigh. Well, good luck, because Joy's package took 4 months to get here, just because it had cookies in it.
Yep.
All right. Well, anywho, welcome back. How's the day?
Look, the day was a day. I didn't stream this morning, and I didn't do the pre-stream to this either, mainly because I spent 45 minutes playing around with Stable Diffusion and realized exactly how close it was to the hour, and there was really no point starting a stream for about 20 minutes. But took little Lady Overlord to her grandparents for her first ever sleepover, and
first ever, huh?
Yeah. Cool. So there were tears, there was sobbing, there was snot, there was all that sort of stuff, and then she got upset as well. So
yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. We've gone the whole hog because it's 4 days that she's going to be away, and like it's the first time she's really been away from us. So we'll see how it goes. She already called us in tears earlier, but we did the video chat thing, got her to calm down, and I swear to God, the house was so. We're only 10 minutes in. The house was so quiet when I got home from work. I sat in my chair, and the house was dead quiet. I could hear my computer humming, and I'm like, something is not right here. And then as soon as the wife came home, she said the exact same thing because I wasn't moving. I was sitting in my chair doing some work, and she walked in, and the house was just dead silent. And neither of us knew what to do with ourselves.
You do absolutely nothing.
Well, see, I'm good with that. She has to always be doing something. Like she's always got to have something on the go, and it's just like. But how about you? Oh, I meant to ask, how did the Chinese food party go?
It went deliciously.
Oh, good.
And I wasn't paying for it, so hey, it was even better. Couldn't afford to pay for that place.
Oh, so it was a good surprise then.
Yeah. It was just one of those forced fun, like, oh, it's office time. You know, today we're having a party. Oh, we are like dinner. We're having a dinner together, lawyer dinner. Like, oh yeah, I didn't have any plans after work. All right.
Oh, fair enough. It's always nice when they surprise you. But I mean, to be fair, you had a surprise public holiday. Have you had any? How long do the election results generally take?
Oh, they're probably already out, but I don't care. I don't care. It's just like
you didn't have to vote, so you don't really care, do you?
It's local and parliamentary stuff here in Korea. I just forgot. Like, oh, it's a holiday. Everybody goes voting tomorrow. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I guess it is that day. Cool, free holiday. But anywho, I think we're ready to start. We got some peeps here that are waiting to get into John Cook, so to speak. 414 peeps here and 262 likes. Everybody smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Go on over to Aussie Overlord and subscribe to him. And enjoy everything he's got there, like all of his videos, and come back here and have fun for the rest of the night. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of craziness to send us off. It took me like 2 hours to calm down after last night's stream and just like actually zonk out.
Did it? Wow.
So, but anyway, let's see what craziness they've got for us.
Yeah, there's allegedly a little bit of it. We'll see. All right, where are we? Where are we at here? Oh, again, don't forget to take our like and subscribe poll. Yes or no? That's it. That's the whole poll. Just minimalist. It's a minimalist poll today.
I'm gonna leave the poll jokes alone. Yes, hello, Jason. Good to see you. Thank you for being a smartass.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny because there's legitimately polls in the video.
Well, sticks, but they can be polls for tonight. All right.
So,
in small in the window. Stingy in the house. Oh, PSA. Didn't send a bag.
Oh, that's a typo. He says, "Don't send a bag of dicks to Australia."
Don't.
Yeah, don't do that, people. Yeah. That gets flagged too.
Yeah. Don't send a bag of D's to Australia. Alrighty. Just 15 minutes into chat. That's rookie numbers. You got to pump that number up. Well, yeah, we tried to narrow it down a little bit. Like one of these days, it was just a cold open and we jumped right into the subject. It would just probably shock people.
Yes, Tommy, tried.
Song of Rain says, Jeff, is this the video where John admits to LIEnette making signs and pulling the gun? No, that was yesterday. This is part 2. I mean, he may do the same thing today. Nothing stopped him from doing it yesterday. So we'll just have to see if it's a repeat. And again, Doggo is here. Strawberry is over here sleeping on the veranda chair, waiting for the Doggo cam, the emotional support potato pig dog cam to be unleashed. That's what happens at $100 super chats, and we are now $98 away. Woohoo! Stingy kicked us off. So keep those super chats coming in. If you want that, guarantees that your comments get liked and commented on and responded to and read. So do that because I read like a mofo. And we'll just try to pay attention to chat otherwise, but the super chats, which are not required, not begged for, but are graciously and gratefully accepted at all times. And we'll take it from there. Are you ready, Funyun boy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's have Funyun. Yeah.
Oh my god. You realize that all I've had is Funyuns. I haven't had anything that will make those jokes funny.
Have more Funyuns.
Your Honor. And it comes down to he's trying to silence mine and Michelle's voices. I shouldn't have said that.
You should not have.
You should not have said that. Uh-oh, that doesn't bode well.
We're back in court where Crook has already thrown LIEnette under the bus, Marla Huge under the bus, a YouTuber who he doesn't even remember the right name. So for the sake of this argument, we'll call him Millhouse's worst. That's not his real name. No need to search. We're not going to promote him at all. And his good buddy that he doesn't even know, Chris Holder. And he says he gave him this whole hate group of Jeremy Hales.
Due to our camera angles, I'm going to have the witness sit here.
Well, I don't know. The camera angles look pretty good to me.
We do not get a clear
The audio
on
sucks.
My lawyer just called George as the next witness. This is going to be interesting.
All righty.
Crook's going to have an opportunity to cross-examine her. And according to his post on Facebook, he says he's got photos that he's already done such.
All right, ma'am, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalty of law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Heller. You may inquire.
Will you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Hey,
Do you
Lenny.
live with Mr. Hales?
Yes.
Do you live here in the state of Ohio
Yes,
and also spend time in Otter Creek, Florida as well?
that is correct.
Have you been able to witness firsthand the harassment of Mr. Cook?
Yes.
What ways have you observed Mr. Cook harass Jeremy?
Through the video that Jeremy was able to take the day that they came encounter with each other, and whatever posts he posts online, whether it's regarding towards me or towards Jeremy.
Earlier, we posted images of Mr. Cook claiming he had video with his clean mouth, excuse the language. Do you happen to see that post as well?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
there was a lot of that language yesterday about inserting phalluses into oral cavities. Looks like we're continuing with that theme today.
Yes.
How did that post make you feel?
Disgusted. It's a very vile post. Sickened. It's led to me going to counseling because of all the stress that this has caused and the vile post that he has made online publicly.
These two, particularly Crook, and yeah, LIEnette as well, have constantly harassed us with, oh man, I can't say the real word on YouTube. We'll just call it X. You know, things you used to do with your ex. We'll call it sexual harassment.
Things that some of us used to do with our
non-stop
exes.
with these two.
And are you aware of Mr. Cook posting your address in Ohio publicly online?
I am aware of Miss Preston posting our address online and Mr. Cook posting that as well as his phone number.
And posting the phone number
I
and
object
address,
on that one.
Overruled.
Yeah, Tom.
posting the phone number and
What was that? That took about 2 minutes. We'll give like a minute for the introduction and Jeremy. It took a minute for him to object. And again, Hayden's upset because the court doesn't give John the opportunity to say why he's objecting.
I didn't say that time. I'm saying that he should have objected earlier when it was actually well relevant, and it's too late. He needs to move on. The court was correct in overruling on that without any sort of request for basis. So no. And let's face it, after yesterday, I gave him as much devil's advocacy as I could. And then he quite literally shot himself in the foot. So no, I'm just here for the giggles now.
Well, let's see how it goes. See, like just looking at the headshot, John looks like a really cool hippie, just like to hang out with and have cocktails on a beach somewhere, and just like, man, dude, when we followed the dead around and we saw some like awesome, and Cheech and Chong, man, we had a
Yeah, I
great.
can kind of see that.
He looks like we'd be like one of those guys. We'd be like fun to hang around with, but
then he opens his mouth.
apparently not. Yeah. For every objection, Hayden, eat a Funyun.
I think I'd have to open another bag. I'm just about finished with this one, so.
Hippies have morals. Nice. All righty. Well, all right.
Human version of a dog, but not a nice dog.
An address online, does that make you concerned for your safety?
Absolutely.
Time for a little exhibit
What
A.
is your fears?
Fear that people will stalk us, wait for us, whether it's here in Ohio or down in Florida, since we live there part of the year.
Extremely valid fear, as we've already been stalked. Now, I know there are those out there that are going, you know what? Maybe I'll move to Otter Creek. Otter Creek doesn't need you to move to it.
And seeing the signs posted.
I tell you, if this thing gets wrapped up quickly and the streams go away, I'm going to move in next door and I'm going to be husband number 8. We're going to keep this thing going. We're not going to let this die. This is too much fun. I'll be husband number 8 and we'll see what happens.
And then I'll have to cover you getting capped in your ass in the middle of it.
I'll be husband number 8. We're going to keep this going as long as we can. Don't tempt me. All right.
Posted in your neighborhood calling. Have you seen signs posted around Otter Creek regarding Jeremy?
Through pictures I have. The neighbors have sent us pictures.
And what do those signs typically read, if you know?
There was a total of 13 signs, and the ones that I've seen
I object.
call him a
So
rapist.
they never even seen these signs. Somebody posted. Forget it.
Wait.
Forget it. I gotta say that.
He realized partway through what he was saying.
Oh no. And we're off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Jeebus. Wow. All right.
J. Kitty Buck, I'd rather start a, wait, no, who was it that said it? Elsie Merritt, I'd rather start a relationship with one of the tortoises than with Lynette.
I'm just in it for the money. She's got a nice camper. That was funny for like many reasons. These were just, no, she hasn't seen. Oh,
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
Oh, wow. That was
I think I got funny in my eye.
Ouch, it hurts. Salt.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess we just push play again and go there. I'm expecting the next objection to.
That's why you're the judge and I'm the law talking guy.
The lawyer.
Right.
Here we go. All right, let's go back a little bit. I want to hear that epiphany sort of, the 2 or 3 neurons there kind of, light up a little bit and sort of at least make the light bulb glow a little bit.
Oh, please, it's an LED and it doesn't quite come on.
And the ones that I've seen
I object.
call him a rapist.
They never.
Oh wait, we got to go back a little more. That was a long objection. All right.
Through pictures I have. The neighbors have sent us pictures.
And what do those signs typically read, if you know?
There was a total of 13 signs, and the ones that I've seen
I object.
call him a
So
rapist.
they never even seen these signs. Somebody posted. Forget it. Forget it. I gotta say that again.
It amazes me how Crook and LIEnette continue to state that we've never ever seen these signs.
Wait, forget
And
it.
yet
Forget
we
it.
even posted me holding the signs in my hand. As a matter of fact, George is sitting right next to all the signs in court right now. And all of those signs are here for Florida court, for the federal suit. The signs exist, every single one of them. Just because we weren't here in Florida when they put them up doesn't mean that they didn't happen, that we haven't seen them, and they're all in our possession.
Okay, withdrawn. Proceed.
Okay, and what did the
I object
signs,
to run drink.
signs say that you saw?
I object. Does this look like a man who's had all he can eat?
See, I would crack out the 18-year Glenmorangie, but I don't want to dignify Crook with that expense. Like,
It's a special drink.
yeah.
Well, that was good to start off with a laugh so early in the stream.
It's true.
From my recollection, all of the posters have the word in it. Jeremy Hales, Ohio, right there.
And so again, linking Jeremy both to Ohio and Florida.
Correct.
And with the insinuation he's a rape, what are your concerns about that?
Discussed from the folks that have posted it, the defamation and the libel that's involved, and inciting harm towards him because he is not what they say is on the poster.
We know LIEnette had somebody else do these signs with her. While we already have the nation's #1 forensic handwriting expert confirming that 100% LIEnette wrote half of these signs, there's somebody else out there floating that wrote the other half, an accomplice. And now we know that individual is probably watching.
This is a thing too. Terry Ham points out. He says that he needs to say that later, not that he needs to not say it at all. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. That's what he said. That's why I said it's funny for several reasons. That was one of them I forgot to mention. If there was a roadkill and coyotes came, they would run away when they saw Crook. Well, it is called Dead Dog Road. Just saying. Please get the Ren and Stimpy saying, "You idiot!"
I'm on it.
Well, you're in Australia too, so you get some of the good Rocco's Modern Life clips.
This is true too.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Watching right now, and that individual's probably living life in fear. You would too if LIEnette was throwing everybody under the bus left and right in court, and you know you're next. So here's the deal that I have for you, other person who we've narrowed down to a handful.
Yeah, other person.
Come forward.
I don't care where.
Give
Never mind.
testimony. Be a witness that LIEnette actually wrote these. Or
Jeremy,
you're going to
Jeremy throwing
have the
down
consequences once she throws you under the bus of all the legal liability.
Now, in about July this year, there was testimony that Mr. Cook took out and brandished this at Jeremy. Do you recall that?
Yes, in the video.
And living with Jeremy, how have you seen this effect?
So you never I object.
Hold on.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God.
ask her
What?
if she saw the interaction. He asked the witness how that event has affected Mr. Hales. I will allow that question.
It has caused stress between our relationship, with anxiety and fear for our safety. For the first time ever, I had to schedule an appointment to see a doctor to put him on medication because of everything that's going on and the high cholesterol or high blood pressure.
And you also helped to work to support his online content channel. Is that fair?
Yes.
And so have you seen these posts from Mr. Cook be consistent month after month?
It has been consistent within the last 6 months.
And
I object.
Overruled.
I want to know why he was objecting. I mean, not that it's going to be actually a real grounded, well-founded grounds objection, but yeah, I want to hear the grounds because I'm just morbidly curious why he was objecting to that. Because I can't think of a single reason. Must have been good. Whatever was going on in the old noggin. And Caroline Lively has just become the newest member of the Clean and Sober crew. Thank you so much. And what a lovely hat in the profile picture there.
Huh.
Thank you so much for joining and participating in this little show we call Legal Vices. 750 of you here, 395 likes. Hit that like button. Let us get it to 600. Let us get the algorithm pumping. Let's pump that algorithm. Let's make it work for its money.
And this consistent posting has made Mr. Hales feel scared. Is that fair to say?
Correct.
Do you take any specific precautions when you leave the house because you're so scared by these posts?
Lots of prayer. We're just very, very cautious when we leave, and we are always checking our surroundings. And the biggest fear is returning to Florida when we go back for the winter.
Has this situation and escalation with Mr. Cook delayed your return to Florida?
Yes.
And you're hoping that there's some sort of order in place so that you can go back safely?
Yes, we plan to return back the first week of October, but with this court and the civil protection order, we're waiting to see what the judge grants before we decide.
I object.
Overruled.
Go, let him talk. Just for
So you're waiting on this court's.
not for the reason Hayden wants, where he wants to be. He wants him to get his. Okay, I want him to actually be able to say the grounds as well, just from a legal procedure point of view. But you know, I just want to hear, because I'm morbidly curious what he would say. That's all. Well, you're here. What are you looking at, Hayden? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. It's all good.
Sounds like John there.
Let's just say I'm prepared now for his next objection.
Suddenly, I'm not. Suddenly, I'm not prepared for the next objection. Maybe this will help. Some little of the Exhibit A. All right, now I'm prepared for the next objection too. Let's go.
Decision before you return to Florida.
Correct.
And that's because of the behavior of Mr. Cook.
Correct.
And this has caused you to go to counseling as well.
Yes.
And so you're in fear because of the continuous pattern of behavior by Mr. Cook?
Yes. I feel that both Mr. Cook and Ms. Preston are both mentally unstable, and at any time they can pull out their gun and shoot at us.
I object.
They both carry a weapon.
No,
You're an idiot.
Judge Judy stepping in.
All right. Okay.
This would be a funny objection. Let's be fair.
All right.
Weapon, and they're both mentally unstable and have showed that in person.
I object especially to that unless she has proof of it.
This court.
You're an idiot.
That one works.
That's actually a pretty good objection. She says they're mentally ill, and he objects to that. Lack of foundation, things like that. There's no grounds for, unless they have the medical report that says he's mentally unstable. I thought that was a pretty good objection, but you know.
Well, I mean, unless you want to, you know what? Never mind. If we start getting into defenses of opinion and all sorts of shit, then we're going to be here forever. Brilliant pause for Jeremy. Let's give him a little bit of dignity and move on.
Court hearing in itself is proof of the mental instability of Crook and LIEnette. The reality that they post over and over and over. They flood the world with proof, as if anybody needs any more proof that these two are unhinged. But if he actually wants more proof, he married somebody who's been married and divorced 6 times, pole dancer / minister, who tells the world that he is a abuser. Anybody who sticks around with that is not okay in the membrane.
Okay, this is her opinion. The court is not taking the words that Ms. says as expert testimony. So this is merely her opinion, and keeping in mind that ultimately I get to be the judgment of who I find is credible. And if what they are saying.
That's because she's what's known in the legal parlance as a judge. That's why she gets to judge things.
It's funny that people just don't wrap their heads around the fact that, you know, the fact finder is the one that makes the determinations. It's such a shocking thing to some people, you know?
It's right there in the title.
Mm-hmm.
right there. All right. Let's hear more about what the judge can judge.
Taking the words that Ms. says as expert testimony. So this is merely her opinion, and keeping in mind that ultimately,
at least she, he got the objection out. He did that, and she entertained it. And again, it's an opinion, fine, and they can cross-examine on it.
I get to be the judgment of who I find is credible, and if what they are saying is credible. That's my job here. So I appreciate that you have objected to that. I have overruled it. But your next question, please.
And lastly, even after having been served with this protection order, has that stopped the online posting and harassment?
No.
Nothing further.
All right. Mr. Cook, do you have any questions for this witness based solely on the testimony that she has given?
Nice little definition there for him.
All right. Let me try to phrase this. So you never seen these signs in person. You've seen them online. So I'll start with that.
Neighbors have sent us pictures of the posters that were posted in Otter Creek.
So you're basically, it's hearsay, and your neighbors could have posted. Your neighbors could have made the signs. The one we've got a couple that don't like this.
How stupid is this Neanderthal? He's literally saying your neighbor could have made the signs. No kidding. That's what we're in court.
Literally his neighbors. That's a good one. I like that. That was funny, Jeremy. You get 100 internet points for that one. Why, yes, in fact, Judge, our neighbors did make the signs. That's funny. I like that. That's good. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I just keep pausing on some really bad stills of you. Especially this one. This is not good. Let's keep moving.
Literally proving our neighbors made the signs.
That's actually funny.
The posters match the handwriting of Miss Preston.
I object.
And if they match the handwriting to Miss Preston, what does that have to do with me?
Well,
You fat blood idiot!
I mean, it's a fair question. Is it not? It's a fair question. I mean, forget the fact he's already said multiple times that he posted the signs, but it's a fair question at least. I mean, he's probably not going to like the answer if she's allowed to give an answer, but but it's a fair question. The question in isolation is not a bad question. This ain't, it's not my handwriting. What I got to do with it? It's the best questions.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, Darky, what's up? What's up, Straws? Strawberries in the house. And we are still $98 away from Doggo Cam. Oh, no, we're not. Sorry, Tammy. Tammy Fayette. Hey, Tammy, I object. I object to you being Tammy Fayette. She likes when I say her name, Tammy Fayette. All right. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy Fayette says, I object. Thank you so much. We are now $96 away from unleashing Doggo Cam. There you go. So you get your emotional support potato cam pig dogs here in a minute. All right. Let's get on. Now that we've heard the best question, I guess it's all downhill from here.
Answer the question, please.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Do you have any evidence that the
Fair enough.
posters were written by Mr. Cook?
No.
Okay, next question, please, Mr. Cook.
There you go. He scores a point.
Half a point.
Oh, but it seems to have taken him off guard. He's not quite sure.
He wasn't expecting to win.
Not quite sure where to go. Took him off guard a little bit. He's not quite sure what to do next, but all right. Oh my God, it went longer than my sound clip.
You posted, or you just said that we are mentally ill and unstable.
You're an idiot!
Do you have proof of this?
I believe that this is my,
Do you
this
have
is my
Oh,
belief that
he's getting saucy.
Oh.
It's my belief. Do you have proof? No, clever little man.
It's almost as if he believes that she has to. Why did I just slip into an accent? It's almost as if it's almost as if he thinks that she has to have some sort of evidence for her belief, because the judge has already said she's not testifying as an expert witness, and therefore it's her opinion.
And she's the judge, so she'll judge who's more credible.
I believe that this is my
Do you
this
have
is my
proof of it?
belief that
Hold on. Can you answer the question, yes or no?
no.
Okay, next question.
Oh, caught him off guard again.
You didn't realize that I was going to be cross-examining her.
What?
You're an idiot!
What?
I didn't realize that I was going to be cross-examining her.
Okay, that's what you do in court, is cross-examine witnesses.
Literally, what the judge had been saying to him is, shut up and stop testifying. You'll have the opportunity to talk about certain things during cross-examination. Why would you not have the opportunity to cross-examine her? Halfway through cross-examining her.
So
I didn't realize
I
it could be
don't remember
cross-examining
the
her.
whole conversation, except that I objected to basically everything. Were you in the car with Mr. Hales when he says I brandished a gun and pointed it at him?
No.
So my question is, how can you testify that I did it?
Video evidence.
Dang it. This is why you have a lawyer. This is why you have a lawyer. Gotcha. Oh, no, I don't.
Look, every lawyer that sets foot in a court or a tribunal or even a mediation knows the first rule. Do not ask a question you don't already know the answer to.
Island in the house. What's up, girl? With the $5 super chat, moving us ever closer to emotional support. Pig dog cam. Come on, people. It's rainy. Vacation is over, and it's not Friday. We need an emotional support potatoes. At least I need potatoes. Help a girl out. Yes. Strawberry's moseying around here. Picked up a toy. She's looking at me like, what? She's got a chew toy in her mouth, and she's about ready to lay on her little blanket and start chewing and making noise that you'll hear in the background. Whew. Then we, as Alan Walsh says, then we'd have nothing to laugh at, Jeff, if everyone got a lawyer. And Sassy J in the UK with the 10 pounds. We got the 10 pounds. What's up? I think he's having multiple brain farts.
No, I think that's just the sound of the wind blowing through one ear and out the other. Just, oh my god.
It's kind of like those movies where things are funny and entertaining and you laugh like so hard that when like other funny things happen, you're just laughed out.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go, yeah, that was really funny. I wish I could laugh at it. But you can't because you're just all laughed out. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Sassy J, for the 10 pounds. Deeply, deeply appreciated. Oh, and we have Lil B just throwing the money around willy-nilly with no comments added, just chucking it around. I hope he meant to do that, Lil B, and you didn't try. If you didn't try, hey, look, I'm doing my John Cook impression. Let's try that again, shall we? I hope you meant to send an empty super chat. If not, just you say something here in chat, and we'll make sure I read it, because I'm nice that way, Lil B. Good to see you here. And Squizgar. What's up, Squizgar? Been a minute. Been a minute. What is wrong with me? Need more Exhibit A. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Uh-oh. We're all out of Exhibit A.
Uh-oh. That's dangerous.
All right. Well, I object, Lil B. All right, Squizgar, it seems like a legal malpractice to let the mentally diminished represent themselves, but boy, is it funny. Well, see, that's the thing. You have to meet a certain standard to be allowed to represent yourself.
But it's not a high bar.
No, it is the exact opposite of a high bar. It's just an extraordinarily low bar.
Ordinarily, when you're in court, you reach this point where you go,
I'm in danger.
And know when to back away.
Pretty much.
But no.
Audio Coffee says the spider in his head that operates the levers has gone for a smoke break. Oh, that's funny. And Janice, sorry, we'll get to here in the bush. We already got Janice Wingfield with the $10, just saying, for the doggy cam. We are now exactly halfway. We are exactly 50 away from releasing the emotional support potato pig dog cam. Janice Wingfield, thank you so much. Bush McFadden said, I object, Little B. Oh, Lord. Now, may we take a pause here? May we take a brief pause here for a second? We'll take a brief pause after Gabriel, or is that, after Gabriel Draven it is read here. $10. I know this is sad, but anytime I hear John or Lynette speak at this point, all I can see and hear is them in a courtroom with the Benny Hill theme going at full blast. Yakety sax makes everything better. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that yakety sax makes worse. It makes everything more bearable. Take the booze away and watch him freak. Are you talking about me? Or
yes. You had a very distressed look on your face when you realized that the flask was empty.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We got to back up. I'm not an amateur at this game.
No, I should hope not.
Oh, hell. Been there, done that with the 2. What's up, been there, done that? Can you can a can as a can or can a can? Yes, because I've worked at the Desert Industries canning facilities. It's a thing that Ben and I think is funny. It's a Utah thing. All right. Well, all right. There's been the what's up with the Exhibit A thing. I think I need to explain. This happened late last week on stream with Megan and Tug. We got into the AI portion, and we were having AI write our own obituaries. And AI wrote my obituary. It made me younger than I was. It says I was born in 1975, so thank you very much for that. My obituary. The search term I put in for my obituary was write an obituary for YouTube sensation Legal Vices that is funny and as offensive as possible. So this was the obituary that was pumped out for me. And I really do want this to be my obituary when I die now. In a shocking turn of events, the internet lost one of its most controversial and eyebrow-raising, and it just put an ad in front of me. All right. In a shocking turn of events, the internet lost one of its most controversial and eyebrow-raising personalities, Legal Vices. The man who made inappropriate an art form has shuffled off his mortal coil. He leaves behind a legacy that's equal parts jaw-dropping and facepalm-worthy. Early life and career. Born in a backseat of a speeding taxi during rush hour traffic, Legal Vices was destined for a life of chaos. His first words were reportedly, "Your Honor, I object." His kindergarten teacher described him as the kid who always had his subpoena tucked into his lunchbox. YouTube stardom. Legal Vices burst onto the YouTube scene like a poorly aimed firework. His channel featured riveting content such as how to sue your neighbor for stealing your Wi-Fi and top 10 ways to get out of jury duty without getting arrested. His catchphrase, "I plead the fifth," of whiskey became an instant classic.
It sucks that ChatGPT is coming up with brilliant ideas for content.
It is. Controversial moments. The whiskey-soaked deposition. Legal Vices once cross-examined a witness while sipping from a flask labeled Exhibit A. The judge didn't appreciate the aroma of bourbon wafting through the courtroom. So that's where the flask and Exhibit A came from. The Legalize It dance. During a live stream, he moonwalked across the courthouse steps, chanting, "Legalize it, and by it, I mean my questionable dance moves." And the infamous Legal Briefs calendar. This is my favorite. The infamous Legal Briefs calendar. Legal Vices released a calendar featuring himself in provocative poses. Clad only in strategically placed legal documents, it sold out faster than a plea deal at a Black Friday sale. I just like that, clad only in strategically placed legal documents. Family and friends. Legal Vices is survived by his pet paralegal, Sue Ellen, who plans to continue the family tradition of filing frivolous lawsuits against squirrels. His estranged cousin, Ethical Boundaries, declined to comment.
Ethical Boundaries?
His estranged
Hey, Lord
cousin.
Shub, are you kidding me?
Final words. As Legal Vices took his last breath, he reportedly muttered, "I object to dying. It's hearsay." His tombstone reads, "Here lies Legal Vices. He rests in contempt. In lieu of flowers, please send whiskey and a cease and desist letter to the afterlife." Legal Vices would have wanted it that way. Rest in chaos, my friend. May your appeals be eternal and your Wi-Fi signal forever strong. Disclaimer, this obituary is purely fictional and meant for entertainment purposes. Legal Vices is a fictional character and any resemblance to real lawyers, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Offensive, perhaps, but hey, Legal Vices wouldn't have it any other way.
I didn't get a disclaimer. Apparently, I'm actually dead.
Oh no. Well, let's get us through. Let's get through the next little bit, then we'll hear your obituary. So that's where the Exhibit A came from. This used to have tape across it that said Exhibit A, but that fell off yesterday. All right, let's get back into this. There's been some shenanigans since I left. Gigi, hey, what's up, Gigi? Says for shite and giggles. Thank you so much. We always like shite and giggles. Whizzy Wheels. I'm no Einstein, but these two have me beat. I hope you're talking about us just for your sake. Island. The Legalize It dance is the $300 punishment, obviously. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And Jinver with 10 pounds. What's up with the 10 pounds, Jinver? If you want that as your obituary, you'll have to fess up to your relatives. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, it is. All righty, folks. It looks like we are now about 25 away from Doggo Cam. Wearing only legal briefs, Island. Rower. Just got here. Are we doing AI obits? No, I was just talking about running out of Exhibit A, and I had to explain where that came from. But while I was doing that, Aussie has apparently drafted himself an AI obituary, which we'll get to here in a few minutes. But for now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Present screen. Wait, it's already screen. Oh, it what? There we go. Now we can do it. Me, competent. All right. Whew.
This is some genius lawyering up, some counsel. I mean, you name it, detective work. Crook is all about it. I can see it now. Otter Creek. LIEnette and Crook, attorneys at law, will lie through our tooth for you.
Videos are altered.
That video was not altered.
Lee said it was.
Objection, hearsay, move to strike.
Sustained.
Oh, see, for some reason, and some of you in chat may say it's my pro Jeremy bias, but that objection sounded a little more coherent. that was a little better objection. I mean, I would listen to this one.
Meaning she does not need to answer that question, and sir, you can put another question.
Trying to think here.
You want the tooth? You can't handle the tooth.
Oh, sheesh, I didn't know she was going to be here.
You didn't know she was going to be here? I'm pretty sure you did. I'm willing to bet you knew she was there, because they kind of have to tell you who they're going to call as witnesses, and you kind of have to get served with notice of that sort of thing. So I'm going to just go out on a big long limb here and assume that you did, in fact, know that she was going to be there. Just saying. Hey, dogs, don't you go anywhere, Strawberry. You got to perform here in a minute. Don't you go anywhere. All right.
Have you and Jeremy posted online?
He kind of sounds like who am I thinking he sounds like? He sort of sounds like a calm. Oh, all right. It was on the tip of my tongue. Damn it. Oh, well, never mind. Sorry.
That you want my child removed so that you can adopt.
Randy Savage. He sounds like kind of a normal, like a calm Randy Savage. Instead of going, ooh, I object. He kind of has that. He got the rough part of himself out. He just kind of sounds just like probably what Randy Savage actually sounded like when he was just talking normally. He's kind of got the vowels that sort of come up around his nose and things. But that's me.
Have you and Jeremy posted online?
He's like, have you and Jeremy posted online? But it's, have you and Jeremy posted online? Or, okay, it's either Randy Savage or Kermit, one of the two. Which I think we need to make a new poll. We have 84% yeses and 16% no's. We're gonna change the poll now and see if does he sound more like an uppity Kermit the Frog or a calm down Randy Savage. That'll be our question.
That you want my child removed so that you can adopt her?
No.
Ooh.
Have you and Jeremy ever called CPS on us 9 times between you and your fans? Actually, it's thousands of times.
What?
This math ain't mathing either. How do you go from 9 and then
And go to thousands? See,
You're an idiot.
9 would have been okay, but as soon as you throw down the thousands, then she just goes, no, and it's over. 9, there may have been an argument, but thousands, no, I'm pretty sure we didn't call thousands of times.
And you jump up to thousands. He must be taking classes with Mary Mathascary.
Or any lawyer.
Have you ever posted it? Because it's on video.
No.
Okay, you've answered.
So you never said that you guys called CPS or have your fans call CPS on them.
No.
Okay, that's it.
Well, okay.
It's gonna be lies anyways.
Oh
Sorry,
God.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, you shouldn't have said that.
No, you shouldn't have said that. Oh my God.
Tell me there's an admonishment coming. Please.
I'm done. That'd be all lies anyway. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. See, his brain is just like a
2
second or
seconds
so
slower than
behind his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Takes a while for that squirrel to get moving. Oh dear. Wow. Oops, I shouldn't have said that.
You should not have.
Okay.
it.
Went full Hagrid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. It's gonna be lies anyways.
Okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You should not have.
I
it.
apologize.
I will
I
strike it.
apologize.
I
I
will strike it from
apologize.
the record, Mr. Heller. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, we'll rest.
All right, thank you.
You can
So, ma'am, you may step out,
Wow.
or you may have a seat in the back of the courtroom since you have concluded your testimony. Thank you.
Just goes away.
So
Oh.
that rests.
Dun, the return of Jeremy. All right. So we've what? What's up, buddy? What happened? What happened, you goofball? What up? Sorry, the dog just spazzed out there for a second. All right. Well. Jensen with the $5 super chat says, can you get Malort down there? No Malort in Korea. If so, a shot of that could be your $300 punishment. Well, the $200 punishment is already some really bad Korean whiskey. But well, we need to worry about getting to 100 and then 200 before we need to worry about 300. So, you know,
This is true.
that usually only happens on the Effed Fridays, which, by the way, will be on 419, closest we can get to 420. The DCV Titan with CA $2. I was thinking Bobcat Goldthwait. He looks kind of Bobcat Goldthwaity, but all right. For those of you that were wondering what Hayden's obituary would read like, now that we're going to take this little pause here. We're at the halfway point. We're at the midstream grift where I tell you that we have 939 current concurrent viewers and 596 likes with 400 and some odd of you not doing your job. Get down there and hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Take our new like and subscribe poll. Who does John Cook sound more like, Kermit the Meth Frog or Randy Savage on edibles? So far, 71% say Kermit the Meth Frog and 30% say Randy Savage on edible. So he's kind of like somewhere on the spectrum there between like Kermit and Randy. So you got to go. All right. That's our like and subscribe poll. So far, we'll see how that ends up in an hour. While you're here, hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll find a delicious little link there where in the chat right now that I've sent where you can go automatically to the subscribe screen if you haven't already done it. Thanks to Hayden for sending me that sort of linky link we got there. Take care, everybody, on that. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And if you have, just double check, make sure you're still subscribed. And then let's let Aussie Overlord tell you who he is and why you should subscribe to him.
Oh, g'day, folks. Let's face it. Given the obituary, I'm going to have to go full Aussie here. So I'm going to slick into my actual accent just so I can go the full absolute Aussie on this. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm Aussie Overlord. I'm an attorney here in Melbourne, and I basically like to shit stir, tell some stories, and give you guys just a little bit of legal know-how. I also like to give a little bit of, shall we say, sunshine to the cases that you don't generally hear about in the media or that are not necessarily covered by the bigger channels, because not necessarily that they don't have the time of day for them. It's just that we can't cover everything all the time. So, law news and laughter, people. At the moment, I'm doing 2 shows a day for some strange, insane reason. Don't ask me why. I did not stream today because I had to take care of some family crap. Tomorrow, I'll be back on the usual schedule-ish. But, yeah, if you like some trash talk, a little bit of innuendo, a little bit of degeneracy, a little bit of pretty much anything legally related that gives you a belly laugh, I'm your man. And for some stupid reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to plug into ChatGPT what an Australian obituary would like, throwing in as many innuendos as possible. Just because I read that in chat, someone just suggested that.
Well, let's hear your obituary.
Gather around, mates, for we've lost a true blue Aussie icon. A bloke whose YouTube antics had us chuckling all over our Vegemite toast and tossing back a cold one. Aussie Overlord, the larrikin of the internet, is shuffled off this mortal coil, leaving behind a trail of laughs and shenanigans that had us snickering like kookaburras in a gum tree. Born in the land of kangaroos and koalas, he burst onto the YouTube scene like a dingo chasing a snag on the Barbie. With a twinkle in his eye and a drawl as thick as Vegemite, he regaled us with the tales of outback adventures, Vegemite challenges. What's with the Vegemite? There's 3 things of Vegemite. And hilarious encounters with drop bears. Who could forget his infamous videos, how to survive a bogan stampede and how to handle a boomerang down under, or his heartfelt ode to Tim Tams. Aussie Overlord wasn't just a YouTuber, he was a fair dinkum Aussie
Wait, are
legend.
Tim Tams Australian, or is it just something you guys like to eat?
Are you freaking kidding me? Yes, Tim Tams are Australian.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, there you go.
But I know they're damn delish.
A beacon of
Tell us
hilarity.
how are you handling that? How are you handling that boomerang down under? Continue. Sorry.
A beacon of hilarity in the world gone mad. But it wasn't all fun and games for our mate Aussie Overlord. Behind the bushy beard and the cork hat lay a heart as warm as a snag fresh on the barbie. He used his platform to raise awareness for important causes like wildlife conservation. I've done one video on wildlife conservation. Come on, ChatGPT. And the plight of the humble meat pie, all while making us snicker like school kids at the back of the bus. So as we raise our tinnies in salute, let's remember Aussie Overlord, not just for the laughs, but for the way that he shit stirred up more than a storm in a teacup. He may be off to the great outback in the sky, but his spirit lives on in every saucy innuendo and every suggestive wink. Rest easy, Aussie Overlord. May your journey to the great outback in the sky be filled with endless Tim Tams and more slippery when wet signs than a croc-infested billabong. You'll be missed, mate, but never forgotten. Good on you, Aussie Overlord. You've left a bloody ripper of a legacy. In loving memory, the Cobbers and Sheilas of the internet.
He's still alive, but I feel sad anyway.
I actually kind of like that, except it was a little bit repetitive. Maybe if I tone down the Vegemite, a couple less things about Tim Tams, I could see that getting read out.
Got to agree with Bush, though. Your new nickname is the Humble Meat Pie. Got to admit, that's your new nickname now.
Now I actually do want to make a video called How to Survive a Bogan Stampede.
Oh, Lord. Well, let's we've lost people, so let's get back to the shiz going on here.
I wish I could apologize for that, but I'm not sorry. Basically, it's what it boils down to. Oh my god.
Jill M with the $2 says Kangawalla Fox. Love you, Ox. Is that like our jackalopes?
I don't want to know what a Kangawalla Fox looks like.
I'm presuming that's like our jackalopes we have out in the Western
I would
United
assume
States.
so. I get LIEnette to read your obituary. You're not a nice person.
Yeah, your obituary of me would just be really, really short. Legal vices.
You are not a nice person.
That's it. That's all you need to do. That sums me up in a nutshell.
What's
All
a
right.
bogan? Think an Australian redneck, but worse.
All right, folks, let's go. Let's get back into this nonsense. Where are we? All right, this is the one we want to do right here. We're almost blocking Awesome Sauce Guy. There we go. And play.
Plaintiff's case, we will move for admission of exhibits at the conclusion of all of the testimony.
I'm unleashing the potato
Mr.
pig
Crook,
dog
are you calling
can.
yourself as a witness?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to
Yes.
ask that you raise your right hand so I can swear you in, please.
Oh Lord, I don't know if honest to God, don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't.
You can
know
never
if
be
I'm
ready for it.
For him to do this. Mr. Cases, legal vices, Kangawalla Fox is the answer to the age-old question while driving through the backcountry. What did you just hit?
Or if you know the line, hit a cow once. Fucking thing exploded.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
I clearly don't. All right. Well, there we are. Let's get on with it. We'll see the doggos in about $15.
Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this matter under penalty of law?
You.
You may so testify.
Get ready because he's about to run you over with a big old bus. I think LIEnette is driving.
Your Honor, Mr. Hales says that I contacted the LGBTQ community, which in fact I did not.
What?
Where did that come from?
What?
I don't even know what that means.
They said that he contacted the. He didn't even get the acronym right, which is hilarious.
It's like the bat phone. It's like, give me the bat phone, Commissioner Gordon says. It's like, give me the LGBTQ plus phone. Hey, LGBTQ plus community, activate. I don't know. Assemble. Queers assemble. I don't know what that even means. I'll admit, I was not expecting that to be the first thing he said.
Nope, that's a complete curveball.
To all my peeps here in chat that would know, is there an LGBTQ plus hotline we can just dial into if we want to activate the community for some reason? Wow.
I mean, I've got a couple of people on speed dial, but I don't know if everyone's got access to that.
It's like, call Robin Hood, men in tights. Yeah,
Luckily they have one communal phone number.
Yeah, seriously. It's we need to activate Megan's homos. Flux says, leave my community out of this. We have enough problems. Porcelain Thunder says, yes, it rings at Ricada's house. Oh, Lord.
And he still doesn't pick up.
All right. Oh, God. We have something important here. Something important to do. Sassy J in the UK with 25 British pounds sterling. Sassy J in the UK. Thank you so much. Well, I loved that. Mind the bogans. I'll always mind the bogans. What have I done? Why can't I do anything right? What's wrong with moi? There we go. What I meant to do is we've reached that point. We've reached the first goal in the stream. We've got to unleashing the emotional support potato pig dog cam. Sorry, let me focus. You've just missed Strawberry in active mode. I'll zoom in here once we restart the stream. But we have, ladies and gentlemen, due to the generosity of all of you, we have reached that part of the show we like to call Release the Hose. And there's our emotional support potato pig dog cam. Thank you so much, Sassy J, for putting us over the edge. All right, and we'll zoom in here on Straubs. This is Strawberry for those of you that don't know. What?
Nothing. I'm just gonna mute myself, otherwise I'm gonna be cackling while you're talking about the dogs.
Why?
Chat, they're absolutely killing it tonight. They really are.
No, chat always kills it. They're great. All right, there we go. There's Strawberry asleep on her. Well, she's staring vaguely into space. Thank you so much for that. And K-Matt and Queen with the $20. Thank you so much for all preserving on of your obit and Exhibit A. Yeah. Well, we went from Exhibit A to Plan B here, so we're good. Stingy, thank you so much for that. Very generous super chat. Stingy with the $2. The number is 1-800-BAG-O-DICKS. All right, fair enough. I wish I was drunk with the $2. Hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome all the way from Ireland. Thank you so much for joining us. This guy is as confused as a cow on plastic grass. All right. I'll take that one. All right. Chat, we love you. Hey, Booty Berries, what's up? Good to see you. You're up late. Yes, that is a strawberry loaf. That's exactly what that is. That's a strawberry loaf. And we can probably hear her snoring now. All right. And nope. No thoughts at all, Captain Karen. Let's go.
It was put out by Middleton. It was actually sent by Marla to Middleton. Which, again, you have the paperwork. I did not put this out. This is a blatant lie by him.
Okay, that's
if
a good
you got
testimony.
The other words on it, it says how Millhouse.
Scarily enough, we're $50 away from the forced shot of really, really bad Korean whiskey.
Anybody want to guess how runk this rug addict is right now?
Is he as runk as Ryram? That's my question. No, I'm not.
Holy crap! That was close, Jeremy. Don't say shit like that when you're in the middle of a court case, buddy. Please. Like that was very thinly veiled, but that's towing a line.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, with this, and when he posted this, which you should have the information on it.
Hold on, Mr. Cook. I will tell you that you keep flashing something up on the screen.
This is the same thing you found, Your Honor. And then with what they wrote in there, Millhouse was preparing a.
Hold on. Stop talking for a second while I look through this stack.
So is that the child or a dog making that noise in the background? I don't know.
Even though I said I wasn't going to. I'm doing
Sorry,
it
Your
again.
Honor.
Okay, that's right. For those of you that weren't here yesterday, the judge was upset at John because he didn't have his exhibits ready. And she's like, I'm not going to go through this and find your exhibits for you. But so he's like, all right, I'll find it. And he was going through, and she eventually found it faster than he did. And now she's going, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I guess I'm doing it again.
She's going to be pissed off. She's going to be pissed off.
No, will call magic. I don't think that was a turtle barking. Tortoises do make some noise when they're having schmecks, but DCV Titan. Wait, we'll get there. DCV Titan says it's LIEnette. Good. Thank you so much. Joe says they do have a dog, but I thought the coyotes went after it.
Oh, Jesus.
And Willow Owl's here. The sound is probably Lynette writing with a squeaky crayon. Could be. But again, she's not supposed to be there. She's not supposed to be in the room.
Millhouse was preparing a.
Hold on. Stop talking for a second while I look through this stack, even though I said I wasn't going to. I'm doing
Sorry,
it
Your Honor.
again.
This creep can't even call his YouTube buddy by his right name. Now, there are some times when he uses the right name, we've ducked that out. And there are other times he's using a complete and total wrong name. And so we leave it in. We're not going to promote him. Now, what he's talking about is when he stalked me to my property as I flew back to Otter Creek, and then Brett Granger, Madam Mayor Teresa's husband, actually helped me with his truck to haul my trailer after I bought the bear and the elk and it was giant safe. It was in a unit here in Florida that I flew back for. So when I come off my property, there's Crook stalking me. He's trespassing. The vehicle's on my property, and he's filming. Everybody wants to know, Jeremy, you were holding a camera like this. Why haven't we seen that film yet? Is it because of the language? No, language means nothing. Take any bad word into the English language, take it over to another country. It has no meaning, or it has a complete and total different meaning. The language has nothing. The reason, if you look, I wasn't even recording. All I did was got out and held. I didn't even have my phone with me. It was Brett's phone that I went up to him with. I'm like, man, just give me your phone. It'll go away. And so I wasn't even recording. But Crook did record. And we've used all of his recordings against him in court, proving that he trespassed and he threatened my life yet again.
Okay. I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
I have looked through this stack of paper that was sent to the court via Federal Express. I do not see a paper that has a similar picture as to the one you were flashing up on the screen. So I will tell you
it's what Millhouse wrote because he destroyed his website because he didn't want the interview to come out.
If Crook is somehow referring that we don't want to see, or I don't want to see an interview of him out there on the internet or LIEnette, he is so ridiculously wrong. Every time these two open their mouths, they make a post, they do a video, they further incriminate themselves. My goodness, the best thing in the world would be somebody to interview them. We would love it because we can't wait to use it in court against them.
So I will tell you that I am not going to allow that exhibit as I do not have it physically in front of me. So you may proceed with your statement.
Making zombie noises when you're told to proceed with your statement is not the best way to proceed. You may proceed with your statement. And Teddy O'Hearn, payment for being late, the $2. I want my $2. It's the greatest movie ever. Thank you so much, Teddy O'Hearn. That puts us 48 away from the horrific shot I have to do. I'm
going to enjoy this.
That's the noise I'm going to be making if we get 48 more dollars. Is this noise?
Basically all of his videos, the posts, are recreated by Jeremy Hales and his 6,000 fans he brags about, Your Honor.
Dude, hitting the rugs way too hard. 6,000? He's definitely being educated by Mary in the area of mathematics. No doubt whatsoever. Oh, let's not forget that LIEnette and Crook were the only fans that actually stalked us to the town where we live and intentionally bought property across the street from us. 6,000 fans? Frankly, I'm shocked we even have one.
They change our voices.
They change that. We won't even get there. Just hang on real quick here because Captain Kieran has just gifted 5 Legal Vices memberships. Buddhaberry's got one. Melly Cormier got one. It's happy birthday. Melly Cormier got one on the birthday. On her birthday, she got one. And hey, Joe, Aussie Overlord got one.
Oh, crap. Hang on. I'll fix it.
What? What are you going to fix?
It's not fair if I get one.
Well, you got one.
Yeah.
And Bone Daddy Funson got one. What do you mean you fix it? How do you fix it? What does that even mean?
It means I balance it out. I'm not a douche.
I see. I don't know what balance it out means, but okay. All right, so that puts us. Yeah, the other one that puts us 15 away from the next. Oh damn! No, 20. Phew, puts us 20 away from horrific. Oh god, there we go. Aussie Overlord now put us 15 away. And who got? Irish I was drunk. Irish I was drunk. Hey, that's almost poetic. Irish I was drunk got Aussie's Legal Vices membership that he sent for me. All right. Well, that puts us 15 away. Ugh.
That's a good point, Burry.
What?
Someone dropped a bunch of chats in one of my streams one day, and he managed to gift himself a membership.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was funny. Yeah, I did. I saw that. All right. No, there's no payment for putting up with you. You're awesome. Thanks. Deeply appreciate it. 15 away from shot number 2. I mean, the achievement number 2.
He bought property across the street from us. 6,000 fans. Frankly, I'm shocked we even have one.
They change our voices on the internet. They copy my post, which I had to read this morning on how they screenshot my image and repost this stuff. And then he starts fights with his fans to get angry at us. It all comes down to creating content for him. All we are is a paycheck to him.
When's payday? Because I would love to get this paycheck. Thus far, I've spent over $125,000 because of them in legal fees. I've spent a crazy amount of money in increasing our security in our lives because of them. The only thing they have done as they've grifted, they've begged, they've scammed, they've conned, they've cost me more money than I could have ever utterly imagined. I've yet to receive a single penny from them. But he's getting a paycheck scamming the entire system based off of his dead wife and the child. He's getting the paychecks. I'm getting nothing but bills.
If I could.
And on that note, we've done something, guys.
I'm looking forward to this.
First of all, Jensen is a new member. Jensen is the newest member of the Clean and Sober crew. Been there, done that. My homeboy sent $15. Sorry, not sorry, he says. Now, Aussie has actually tasted this, so he knows. He knows whereof I speak. I think Flux, did you have this too? Did you have the Korean whiskey as well, or did you just have the really, really, really good stuff that we had that night? This is
if she was smart, she stayed away from it.
This is Gi1 whiskey. It is it's the second batch of the first Korean single malt whiskey, like all Korean grown barley, all Korean processed, all Korean distilled, all Korean aged whiskey. This is the second batch ever. It's rough. It's rough around the edges. It's not.
I would not use that to clean my motorcycle engine. Let's put it that way.
Hayden was not a fan. Yes, there's still so much of it left because, reasons. Mainly that, we don't hit the goal that much. Give you a full shot. All right. Yes, it's not that good. I will say it's not the best. Now, in 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years, it'll probably be really good, but it's only a few years old.
They've got a ways to go.
It smells like lemon and paint thinner.
Wait, let's check chat. Does he shot it?
Oh no, we have
Do
to
you make him sip it over the next 20 minutes?
Would you rather that or Baiju? I'll drink a gallon of this before I would enjoy doing Baiju, but here we go. Oh God. Thanks, chat. Oh. That's smooth.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here enjoying the lovely taste of some American-made saltwater taffy.
We've got to get some. We've got to get some. Now, where is that made? Is that made in Salt Lake City, Utah?
Oh,
check on the bag because Utah makes some damn good saltwater taffy.
I think it specifies. What do we got?
You work that out. If not,
Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
By the Sweet Candy Company, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Damn good, isn't it?
Well, the Puck one is
Utah
particularly
saltwater
good.
taffy. Good. I like the cinnamon flavored. Good. Whew. That was not good. All right, let's go. I wish I had some salt. I'll have some saltwater taffy by the end of next month. Oh, and by the way, for anybody that happens to be in the Las Vegas area, myself, Flux, Moxie Dame Jess, formerly known as Waifu Kron, will be in Las Vegas with Ari Jacob will be there because that's kind of where she lives. We're just going to kind of, if you happen to be in that area between the 25th and the 28th, shoot me a message and we'll meet up somewhere. 25th to 28th of May, we'll be there in Vegas hanging out. And then I'll be in Utah from the 28th to the 8th of June. We'll probably do 2 meetups in Utah, 2 formal meetups, one in Brigham City and one in Salt Lake City. For those of you that attended last year, it was kind of fun. We had a good time sitting around hanging, having drinks in one place and eating some damn good food in another. So that's the end of next month and the beginning of June. Mark that on your calendars. And yeah, there we go. Just letting you know.
If I don't know if you got the paperwork on it, but I can show.
That's bad.
And I know you don't feel like digging, whatever, but we can show how his money, how much he was making before he started attacking Michelle and myself. And we are just, we're money to him.
And that's not illegal.
I mean, otherwise, how would I have almost over 100 pages of posts that he has made if this wasn't true? And this is only some of them, Your Honor, that you have. There's a lot more, but we only had so much time after learning that we could send it in. I think we had 1 day, so...
Yeah, how could you have so many posts about them? I mean, they only stalked me here. They begged for money. We were patient with them for months to stop all of the garbage. They brandish firearms. They set up signs saying horrific things. They break civil protection orders on a daily basis. It was they who injected themselves into my life, not me into theirs. That's how it happens. And if they would have shut up, if they would have stopped, none of this would be online. Who was that creating videos stalking me on my own property? That was Crook. Your Honor, I'm nothing but a paycheck to him.
Me.
Signs. They testified. Lynette did it, which I know she didn't do it. That has nothing to do with me.
Huh?
And they actually said they didn't see it in person, so basically anybody could have made those signs on us. I don't know if you've got it, Your Honor, that you probably do, but I believe that this is the gentleman who helped Jeremy Hales write the, excuse my language, in the mouth article, because he wrote the same thing to Michelle and added me in there as well. His name is Richard Willis.
Huh? Did that make any sense to you, Hayden?
Not really, but I mean, if Richard Willis has something to provide, call him as a witness.
I have no idea what he said. All right.
It's kind of hard to follow the train of thought.
And if you I can just read it. It's on Jeremy's page.
That train has derailed.
Or no, it's not on Jeremy's, but it was sent to us.
Wait, so it's a post isn't even on Jeremy's page? So you prove that it's there.
On Jeremy's page. His name is Richard Willis. And if you just, I can just read it. It's on Jeremy's page, or no, it's not on Jeremy's, but it was sent to us.
So it's not on Jeremy's page. It was written by not Jeremy and sent by not Jeremy. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, I guess. All right.
If you feel it necessary, sir, you can read it.
If you
All right, this is who I think that they planned the story with. It says, hey, I have pictures of my balls in John's mouth and my junk in your mouth. Don't make me bring them to the next town hall meeting. Isn't that your retarded husband wants to say about people? I hope in God above he saves that little girl from you and that child. That child, man, you call your husband. He's also phrasing, and he's probably another person that called CPS on us too, but it also
Objection,
proves
speculation.
that
wow.
they're calling CPS on us. They've called IRS. They've called Fish and Game. There's not an organization this man hasn't harassed me.
Have
For a very brief second there, I forgot about the fucking tortoises. I was like, hang on, why are Fish and Game involved? Oh yeah, the tortoises. Holy sh! This is that insane just in this that I forgot about the fucking tortoises.
Hashtag remember the tortai. Remember the tortuga. The tortugas are important.
Oh my god.
Don't ever forget the tortugas. Let's proceed.
Me with.
This is the same John Crook who has posted publicly all over the internet before this hearing and after this hearing that I have not contacted any agencies whatsoever. It's all lies. But now he's under oath stating
So
that there's no
Hayden, they
agency that I
forgot the
haven't
tortoises too.
contacted. So which is it?
Again, this isn't about what he's trying to do. This is about trying to silence my voice for the illegal activities that he's doing in this town of Otter Creek. That video he showed you doesn't show everything. It shows me stating that I have caught him and the town's mayor's husband working together, and he's suing the town of Otter Creek, and the mayor wants to make a quick payoff to him. This is much bigger than what he's saying.
And show me where the relevance is to that, to a protection
I
order.
will note that the court does have in its possession that Facebook post from Richard Willis. I will mark that as Defendant's Exhibit 2.
Yes, thank you.
A lot of good it's
And
gonna
again,
do.
all his video, all these posts, they recreate everything. They recreate our voice. They do everything. It's all an intimidation to silence our voices, because if he can silence my voice here, he gets away with the mayor and the vice mayor. They want to unincorporate the town of Otter Creek and bankrupt it so he can have his YouTube town, which he calls Otter Creek. He actually makes fun of us
Oh yeah,
as
so do I.
residents. He wants to invite all his residents, all his fans down here because they're putting in RV park for it. He wants to put spaces on his property. Again, this goes much bigger, Your Honor. And it comes down to he's trying to silence mine and Michelle's voices.
Does that conclude your testimony, sir?
Please.
Yes, it does.
Thank
Are
God.
there any questions for this witness?
I'll keep it very brief, Your Honor.
Well, what are you going to
Mr.
ask?
Cook, you had an argument with Mr. Hales, correct?
Did I have an argument with Mr. Hales?
Yep, we saw a video. Mr. Hales was driving by in his truck. You were yelling at him, calling him a pussy. Is that correct?
Did he show the beginning of the video when he's yelling out in front of my house, which brought me out from the house, from the camper,
You
because
saw
he
the
was out in the
same,
street?
Mr. Cook,
That's
you saw
not
the
the whole
same
video.
video that we saw. Now, in that
It's
video,
not the
you
whole
were there.
video.
Is that
Hold
correct?
on, hold on. This is not a conversation. So wait for Mr. Heller to finish his question. You can
Okay.
answer the question.
You saw that video. Is that correct?
Yes, I seen it.
And you had a gun in your pocket that day. Is that correct?
I came out with a gun in my pocket because
No,
somebody
yes or no?
yelling and screaming in front of my house. Yeah, I have a daughter. I have a 4-year-old daughter who I care about and I protect. And Michelle, I don't need a crazy man in my front yard.
Well, then get out of your
Then get
front
out of
yard.
it.
In your conversation with Mr. Hales, you took that gun out.
I took that gun out because I had a hole in this pair of shorts and it slipped in there.
What? I took the gun out because I had a pair of shorts with a hole in it.
And he was worried about, well, you know what? I'd argue that gun's not safely secured then.
Yeah. See, so for those of you going, see, the police video showed that Jeremy lied about the video. Here he is saying he pulled a firearm out. He brandished a weapon.
Because
And in your conversation with Mr. Hales, you took that gun out.
I took that gun out because I had a hole in this pair of shorts and it slipped in there. So I brought it out and I put it back. I got it out of the hole.
Remember, he lied to the Levy County deputy, stating he never had a gun. And then when the deputy says, I've already solved the film, then he admits to it. Then he and LIEnette come up with this convoluted story that he tripped in a hole, there's a hole in his pocket, and that I'm yelling and screaming. Now, you can go back and look at all the videos. They're all under the playlist.
There's a
on
hole
Creek.
in my
I'm
pocket,
filming
dear
the
Liza.
hazards
Dear
on the
Liza.
property, not saying a single word. He comes out, he starts yelling and screaming, brandishes the firearm at me, points it at me, and then the verbal altercation goes on. Then the deputy is called. Then he lies to the deputy, and now he's telling the truth in court under oath? Or is he just telling half the truth? There's no hole in his shorts. There's definitely a huge
No, you
gaping
know what?
hole in
Of
between his
everything
ears.
that he
There's
said,
no
the one
vein
believable
there.
thing,
And
I
in
think,
addition
is
to
that there was a hole in
there's
his
another
shorts.
time you waited to
Believe
That's
there
the
was a
one thing that
hole
I
in his
believe him
shorts.
about.
Well, I would have to point out that you're probably correct. You're probably correct on that. And
I'm not saying that anything else happened in regards to that. I'm saying the man probably was, no, I'm not going there. He more than likely had a hole in his shorts. Whether
AI
that's
agrees
the
with
reason
you.
why he removed the weapon from his pocket, I don't know. I don't care.
yeah, AI agrees. He had holes.
Ooh.
But both AIs agree. There's holes. He got holes in his pocket, in his pants. All righty, let's continue.
see people leave Mr. Hale's house. Is that correct?
I waited outside of I was coming back with, I forgot my credit card. I went to the store and I caught him and the mayor's husband. They're working together, which proves
Proves what?
a legal point again here in Otter Creek. And he got immediately offensive because he was caught. And that's not the whole video. If you want to see the whole video, except where he comes around my car and threatening, and he's got his phone over by my window, which he cut out.
So just to be clear,
What?
Mr. Cook, yes or no, you were waiting outside Mr. Hale's property for him to
No,
leave.
I was driving by. I forgot my credit card. Michelle took it out of my wallet.
Okay.
And I was coming back, and I just stumbled across it. That's all.
And you started videotaping him?
You still pulled over. You
You're
still
lost.
started videotaping.
He's so dumb. He's the one that forgets that he posted when he actually saw me driving by. He's barefoot. Has nothing to do with a credit card. Has nothing to do with going to a store. Now, we've shown it before, but it's really important that we show it again because we're going after charges for everything we possibly can against LIEnette and Crook. And perjury is huge. He's under oath. He's a pathological liar.
Unfortunately,
his own videos,
perjury
oh my
never
goodness,
gets charged.
wish you
Virtually
could see
never.
an interview of them on YouTube. It would be incredible to use against them in court. But his own video proves that he's perjured himself yet again.
Well, I'm heading over to the Jeremy's house. I think I just seen the mayor's husband taking stuff to Jeremy. Yes. There he
Pulled up on the road.
goes.
Pulled up there.
He does now, assuming that Jeremy's property goes to the edge of the road, he does kind of seem to be on Jeremy's property.
Stupid question.
Yes.
Do we know what the rules are in Florida about operating a mobile phone while also operating a motor vehicle?
I think it's pretty much universally illegal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm pretty sure it's universally illegal.
I was just checking. Because here you're allowed to like press buttons if it's in a holder and it's purely just for like GPS and stuff. But even that can really get you into trouble. So I don't recommend doing it, people. It's not legal advice. Yeah, I was fairly confident.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. We'll wait for him to come off the property.
And I'm glad I did because I caught him in illegal activity.
And you started.
You just admitted that you were waiting there and stalking him, and you're glad that you did
At the
it.
beginning of the video, he's coming and threatening me right off the bat, right out of his car. If you don't see the whole video.
Okay, and you start saying, touch my truck and see what goes bang.
I told him that was at the end of the video, which he won't show again because that's him in my driver's side window.
He showed the video yesterday. What do you mean the video he won't show? He showed the video of you saying that yesterday.
Coming at me, which I didn't have a gun on me, and I felt threatened. So by saying the words bang, bang, it made him back up. So, yeah.
Okay, and in addition to that, you're on.
I said bang, bang. He knows I have a gun. I said bang, bang. That made him back up. I think you just proved everything he needs to get the restraining order.
Well, if we're perfectly honest, by the letter of the law, he just more or less confessed to committing assault. I don't know what the difference is. So we have the distinction between assault and battery here. If you make someone fearful, you don't actually touch them, but you make a threat that causes them to back away or something like that, makes them fearful for their safety. That is actually a form of assault that can be charged.
Yes.
So, yeah, quite
I'm not sure about
literally.
Florida, though.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Gosney mentioned it once, and I can't remember what he said, so I won't. I won't repeat what it was, but yeah.
On you're on Facebook, is that correct?
Am I on Facebook when I have time and I'm not taking care of my tortoise rescue?
And you post regularly about Mr. Hales?
No, I don't.
We've seen
if
some
you
of
can
the
prove
posts.
it, I'd like to see these posts from day to day that I keep hearing about.
You saw the post that we
It
put
doesn't,
as
Eagles.
exhibits.
It doesn't matter.
What do you got? 3 posts from 8 months?
And in addition to those posts, you're making obscene comments about. Is that correct?
I didn't make those. I told you they generate those posts. They generate my voice. It's not me.
And you're an administrator for a group called For Ex-Fans of Mr. Hales?
I started it and I turned it over within a couple weeks, and Chris, I don't want to mention his last name because his fans will attack them. They'll attack him.
Concerned about being attacked, yet brave enough to have an we hate Jeremy Hales. And it proves and it shows Chris Holder and John Crook are the administrators. Brave enough to have that hate page, but scared of an attack. Oh, by the way, all the posts about him saying that he has his little tic-tac in George's mouth, that's all over Shark's stuff as well. He can't get out of any of this. It's a lie after lie after lie. What he can get into is jail. We're going to do everything we can, possibly, to get him there.
And they already took down that page.
Nothing.
Yeah, he took it over.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Cook, do you have any other witnesses?
No, I can't have witnesses because Mr. Hales will threaten them and put them in the position that I'm in.
Okay,
So they don't want to come on.
so that is a no.
Yeah, that'd be a no. Yeah, that'd be a no, wouldn't it? Doesn't matter the reason. Nope.
We're going to do the admission of exhibits. Plaintiff, you are moving for admission of your exhibits A through K. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Cook, I know you have made various objections to the exhibits as we were going through them. Do you have any additional objections to make at this time regarding those exhibits?
I don't even remember what the exhibits were.
Oh my God.
Okay. So then I'm
There's
going
so many.
to, okay, then I'm going to allow the admission of those exhibits, keeping in mind that you had made objections as we were going along.
Oh, I have to object about them?
Yes.
Well, again, you have to put that, I have to see them and post on it or say on each one of them. I don't remember A, B through J, A through J. I have no clue.
Okay. And Mr. Cook, do you think your objections that you would make here would be any different than the objections you made during the testimony?
Besides, I mean, they would change a bit because I don't want to say you cut me off because that would be naughty. They're just, I mean, all his posts are recreated to start a war. I'm money for them. We're money.
Okay. So at this point, I am going to allow the admission of exhibits A through K with the objections noted from Mr. Cook. For the defense, sir, are you seeking to admit the exhibits 1 and 2 that you discussed during your testimony? I'm talking to you, Mr. Cook.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Are you seeking to admit exhibits 1 and 2 that you discussed during your testimony?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to object to both of them. Exhibit 1 is a post from someone named Nori that there was no authentication that that's Mr. Hales. So that entire post there, Mr. Hales also denied saying that that was him. So there's nothing on that post on its face or through testimony that in any way indicates that that's Mr. Hales. Also, post number 2 was a post from a completely separate person that is not Mr. Hales and has nothing indicating that Mr. Hales initiated the post, asked for it to be made, or anything of the sort. Therefore, that's also hearsay and it's inadmissible.
Okay. Any response to that, Mr. Cook?
Everything I posted is the truth, Your Honor. I gotta see. I especially want to.
Everything that God just says is bullshit. You're on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me make this easier for you, Mr. Cook. I am going to allow the admission of the exhibits. I will give them the weight that I deem necessary as I am considering this matter. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to allow the admission of those exhibits. Okay. Are we clear, Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was just.
That was
looking
clever,
here
Your
and
Honor.
seeing when my court date here is with him. Okay.
Crook never had a Florida court date with me whatsoever. Now he does now because I'm suing him in federal courts for extortion, for defamation, for perjury.
And we'll get to the probably after the Ohio hearings settle down. That's probably the next thing we'll do is go over the federal court filings.
The list kind of goes on and on. You can get the feel of it. He's never, ever had anything in Florida against me for court. LIEnette ran to the courthouse after we got our civil protection orders to try and get an injunction, but it has absolutely nothing to do with Crook.
Okay, and I will also reiterate that this court is going to take this matter under consideration. There was an ex parte order that was issued. That ex parte order remains in full effect until this court makes any further order. So what that means, Mr. Cook, is you should have no contact in any.
Okay, so this is one thing I wasn't clear on yesterday, whether or not there was a temporary order issued. Apparently there was an ex parte temporary order issued, and this is the hearing where they have to put up or shut up. Both sides have to put up or shut up, and then the judge will make the final ruling. Okay, that just answered the question I had from yesterday.
Anyway, with Mr. Hales or the protected party, which is, you understand that?
I don't have any contact with him.
You can just say yes.
Yes.
Okay, that concludes this hearing. The court will hold this matter until after that briefing schedule, and then we'll make a determination based on the testimony and evidence that's been presented. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Take care.
The judge did grant civil protection orders, permanent civil protection orders against LIEnette and Crook, and they've both broken and violated them a number of times. Next, it's going to be the violation or contempt of court charges with LIEnette and Crook. We're far from being over.
And that will be the next thing we do. And then I said, once the Ohio stuff finishes, we'll probably go on with the federal stuff. And we're pulling in here just right on time. That is awesome. Well, what's your takeaway from today's proceedings?
That I need some paracetamol.
Which is?
Painkillers? Tylenol?
Okay. All right. Well, I know what Tylenol is. I don't know.
I used the generic chemical name because I assumed that would cross borders. I figured if I said Panadol, you wouldn't have any clue.
Probably wouldn't know. No, but Tylenol I'm up on.
I mean, look, again, I think that the judge was overly, when I say fair, I mean she led him by the hand a little bit, because I think that needed to be on the record.
Yeah.
But all this continues to prove is that you should always be represented. Especially if you're a fuckwit.
Especially, yeah. Exactly. Especially. Well, gee, that brings us right here to the end. We got one more super chat that came in. We have Irish I Was Drunk, who says, thank you very much for the membership. Cheers. Thank you for the £2. Thank you for that. Oh, chat. What have we gotten ourselves into? We're knee deep in Ohio at this point. We got 1,000 concurrent viewers, and I want to say we're going to shut this down here in a few minutes, but you don't want to miss what happens next. What happens next is we are going to go over, I'm going to send you over to Danny on Direct, who is streaming the Chad Daybell hearings.
Shit.
Horrific guy from both my and Danny on Direct's hometown of Utah. Horrific man who's on trial relating to the really, really horrific deaths of his children at the hands of himself and his wife as part of a religious cult thing that they started and got involved in. It's a fascinating yet really horrific trial, and she's streaming that right now. So we're going to go over to Danny on Direct right now and get into the Daybell proceedings. Go on over there. I want all the white. Okay, stop leaving, people. I want all 963 of you to go over there and say hi to Danny and let her know that Legal Vices sent you. And absorb this proceeding. It's fascinating yet incredibly horrific. Mods, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing your moddy best. Chat, thank you so much for the super chats, the monthly memberships, the monthly membership chats, and all of the support you've given, even though I had to drink that horrific Korean whiskey. Thank you for that, I suppose. And regular chats, you don't have to do the super chats and things. Just being here, keeping me company, me keeping you company, keeping each other company, and talking and just making us all laugh and think in chat. Appreciate that. And super special thanks, Aussie. Grift yourself on the way out. Super special thanks to Aussie Overlord.
Guys, as always, Aussie Overlord, YouTube, Rumble, apparently on Twitch. I am trying to fix whatever's going on with Rumble. I was just responding to a message on that. But yeah, I will throw the link in chat. I literally cannot make it any easier for you. It will open a new tab if you are not already subscribed to me, and it will just say, click the button to subscribe, and then you'll get to see all the crazy crap that I come out with. But yeah, stay healthy, wealthy, wise, people. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
See me same time, same channel tomorrow for the Donald Hartung retro trial from 2020, witchcraft, ritualistic murder trial. Be there, be square. See you tomorrow, everybody. Take care. And on behalf of Aussie Overlord and Strawberry the Sleeping Pig Dog, thank you. Peace. Oot.